Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe
Illy, M-Fizzle on the track. Friday Flips number 6. Oasis, Wonderwall. Set our sides high. Talk my shit about the same.
I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it down. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Yeah, and we came such a long way. Built a flame from a flicker, stood back, claimed youngins, left the framework in cinders. I get it, but to me there's a difference between us doing it different and abusing tradition. As generations shift, rebuilt it and we thought gotta be about more than appealing to the core. Couple tall poppies broke glass ceilings for us all. Mine was high profile, some don't feel me anymore. Well, I still love it, and you can find me at the gigs that they're brushing. Their words say they're down for the scene, their act doesn't. The loud mouths always got by, keeping stubborn. Can't tell me nothing, I look at them like, where the fuck did the pride go? The result of their rise, but we did it in spite of years trying to open ears and minds. So young MCs gave up and left the scene behind. It's like
today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it down. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
yeah, and we came such a long way. Winding roads, bright lights in the lost days. Train trips, bong haze, right in the wrong lane. And there's so much I'd like to, but don't know how, so I won't say I turn. Beginning our tour, man, it's cool getting paid, but it's always been about more. Been about dreams, hope you're living out yours. I reached mine by spitting out my inner thoughts, and I would never take back, refute or retract any statements or act, mate. I told you the facts and never turn my back or change my attack. Chasing the fan base, you can go and hold me to that. Probably sound scorned when I talk about the scene, only brought it up cause it was once important to me. But it ain't what it was, let it be what it be, and we'll keep moving on, where it ends we'll see. Cause
today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street, that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it down. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Telling everybody up your speed. That was a couple of years ago, and now I'm revving up for the never and switching up gears. Got a couple of years to go. Here we go. As soon as you hear that go, Liverpool to Portsmouth, yeah, that chorus got the crowd screaming. Hear the strap, seatbelt, there it's back. Time to blow like I'm dynamo. No more disappearing act. I know you missed me, I missed you too. Sometimes that's what a miss will do. Like Tayo, I was cruising. Now it's time to take my steering back. One of the best to ever do it. A testament to this game. And even in the wind I never blew it. I swayed but kept to my lane. They call me Fleetwood Mac. I'm a Mac with a fleet. Still getting royalties. No spoiler, but I swear you me. I got the crowd screaming. Cameras can flash, pretty lady by my side, Lewis Hamilton the brass. Foot down, moving mammoth on the track, and I don't need no GPS to see my manner on the map. Still representing my flag, and I've been all around the world, I've done that. Said I got the whole crowd raising the roof, I'm Nigel man, so better take off hats. Fix to the flats, to the bass up max. People in the rave, better raise your hands, let me hear you make some noise. They tried to give me a ticket, but I ripped it like a raffle. Tell them people I am Mr. Derek Sacco. Pedal to the middle on the level, I ain't gonna settle for anything less than gold. I ain't gonna medal around the bar, end up and down and out, trying to build since I was a little kid, but never had an ego. Running through the fields and the meadows of Valley Pally, and now I'm on the hill. Watch your pedal was able to make a fake boy, and I can never make a real boy hard to steal. I ain't gonna stop until I do the people really get. I give them a demo when I was taught to do it, didn't get a back up on the bill, get a fresh from the back. Bob's your uncle, Mike's up, can feel again because I've got the real power and the potential, and I've got the credentials, all of the essentials. But I get stressed from my BB rises, but I'm never gonna stop unless I need to get petrol. Still speeding. Still speeding.